you for the wait, Mr. Flores. I am ready to take you now.
Take me? Take me where?
Now, there's no need to be nervous.
Nervous? No. Just your appearance. It's a little intimidating.
Intimidating? Me? But I'm your friend. My name's Manny Calavera. I'm your new travel agent.
I don't want a new travel agent. I want to go home.
You can't go home, Celso. You're dead. But you're not alone. Everybody here is just as dead as you. That's why we call it the land of the dead. Are you ready for your big journey?
No. What journey?
The 4-year journey of the soul. It is quite a big trip. And I can't lie to you, Celso. It could be very, very dangerous. Unless you were to take that money you were buried with and buy a better travel package from us. I mean, wouldn't you rather cross the land of the dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise? Or, if you led a very good life, you may even be eligible for a ticket on the number 9 itself.
The number 9?
That's our top-of-the-line express train. It shoots straight to the 9th underworld, the land of eternal rest, in 4 minutes instead of 4 years. But very few people qualify. Let's take a look at your records. Well, the bad news is the train appears to be just out of your reach, but I still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve here. Yaha! Yes, that's the ticket. The Excelsior line. Yes, she's a beauty. That compass and the handle will sure come in handy, too. Oh, you're going to have a great trip. Wish I was going.
Why don't you? You could give me a lift.
Oh, I can't leave here until I've worked off a little debt to the powers that be.
Community service, eh? Well, I guess there are some folks worse off than me.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough. No thanks to dead and no commission low-life cases like yours, Menso.
Hey, Manny. The boss told me to tell you not to leave early tonight. He wants to talk to you about something when he gets back from his trip.
Tell Don not to worry. I'm not going anywhere. Especially not with clients like that. Where do they get these guys? They don't qualify for anything good, so I can't sell anything good. Can't work off my time, and I'm stuck. Stuck selling walking sticks to a bunch of burros for eternity. I need better clients. I need a real saint. I need a lead on a rich, dead saint. ¿Qué es esto? It's some sort of special work order.
To all agents from Office Manager Don Copel.
All right, you boneheads, thank your lucky stars and get to your friggin' cars! We have a mass poisoning on our hands! Too many dead to assign specific cases, so all clients are first come, first serve! So let's see some hustle out there!
Whatever you say, Jefe.
I love pneumatic tubes. If you ever read articles about old New York, there's a lot of stuff about how the tube system was... There was an inter-building tube system, too.
Oh, really?
I don't know how that could possibly work. And the tubes were 16 inches in diameter.
Yeah.
And they would shoot pneumatic messages, like, they'd push them between buildings. And none of those tubes are there, and they're thinking about, like, using them for fiber optics and stuff like that.
Better take these cards. It looks like a long day of solitaire for me. My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be. It's some sort of special work order. This deck of cards is a little frayed around the edges. Then again, so am I. And I've got fewer suits. Nothing in there but my cloak. I'm gonna let it air out some more.
So this was the first scene in the game that we ever actually did with some test assets. So
I had, this is when I was proving out, okay, yes, we can do this. There was this hallway scene. We had manning up, running up and down. We had the security cam, kind of camera switching. We had text on the screen. We had animations. We had geolocation of the sound relative to the camera. The typing was down the hallway. And we had manning running up and down. It was a really good test scene, and it kind of came to it at the very last second. Like, literally, like, I was compiling code as people ran in the room because I had a awful bug. But this was sort of like proof that, yes, we have all the elements to make this work. This was the first scene ever put together. And Manny, notice in this scene, Manny hardly ever clips behind anything, and that's partially because I didn't have the buffers working yet. But it was good enough that when people saw it, like, they were really impressed, and I was kind of surprised because I was like the new guy at LucasArts and was kind of half-assing my way through this and somehow made everybody really impressed. So I thought, at that point, I thought, okay, we can do this.
So, is there a reason that a lot of people who are in administrative positions of power have New York accents? Is that a
Everyone in the jazz era was from New York.
Well, yeah, that's true.
A lot of people don't know that.
Buenos dias.
Manny, why aren't you at the poisoning?
Any messages for me?
Besides the one about the poisoning?
Yeah.
I only have one other message for you, Manny. I'm not your secretary. I don't take your messages. So get it through your thick skull and stop forwarding your phone to me.
All right. But that sounded more like 4 messages to me. Busy as ever, I see.
I'd have more work to do if you had more clients.
Ouch. What poisoning?
The Code 3 gazpacho poisoning that everybody's at but you. Why do I send out memos if nobody reads them?
Well, I gotta go hit the bricks.
Okay, you show those bricks a lesson.
Reverb on the steps, and you hear the reverb on his voice, and that was real time. It's his real-time reverb in a time when we never did that. We always pre-baked the files with reverb, and Jeff really had to fight for, I think it was like 5% of the CPU. But now anything that happens in this garage goes through that reverb, and like to modern game folks, audio people, it's just totally basic, no big deal. But back then it was such a big deal, and he really had to jump through hoops for it, and it's so great.
Can't go through on foot. People have tried, but they never came back. The driver demons operate this somehow. And the company won't tell a salesman how it works. Gotta keep us down somehow. It's locked.
Hey, who's messing with my stuff? Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't expect... Sales agents usually don't come over to this part of the garage.
Hey, you a driver?
Me? Ha! No. I don't ride them, just wrench them.
I'm Calavera. Manny Calavera.
My name's Gladys. I don't get many visitors. Hey! I got a message for a Mr. Calavera. Your driver said that Mr. Hurley said that he could have the rest of the day off.
Domino sent my driver home?
Yeah, wasn't that nice?
Gladys. Is that a German name?
Oh no, my roots lie not in any earthly nation's soil. I am an elemental spirit summoned up from the land of the dead itself and given one purpose, one skill, one desire. To drive! Or to change oil and adjust timing belts if no driving jobs are open.
Looks like I need a new driver.
Oh! I would agree with that. Yes, you do.
Nice hut.
Yeah, I wonder how nice it would seem to you if you were trapped in it all day like me.
If you hate your job, why don't you quit?
It's not just a job. It's what I was created to do. If I get any farther away from cars than this, I'll get sick and die. It's like I'm not happy unless I'm breathing in the thick, black, nauseating fumes.
Can't imagine. You want to be my replacement driver?
Me? Oh, no. Sorry. Can't. Rules.
Come on, Gladys. I need you to be my driver.
No, I can't. I'm too big.
You're not too big. You just have a self-image problem.
A what?
Repeat after me. I am not fat. I am thin. Women find me attractive.
Hey, I never said I was too fat for the ladies, just the cars. The ladies like me just fine.
You're not too big. The cars are just too small.
Yeah, those dang compact cars. Hey, that gives me an idea. I could alter your car just a bit with just a quick torch job to let out the seams, you know? But I'm not allowed to modify the cars without a work order from upstairs. I could lose my job.
A work order, huh?
Yeah. I can't torch anything bigger than a cigarette without one of these signed by the boss himself.
Hey, that's my line. Getting people to sign. Back in a snap.
Yeah, too small. I'm not too big. Everything around here is just too small.
Mark Hamer, I remember animating that Glottis coming out, and he had to put this thing called a lattice on his butt. And he was like, "What are you working on, Mark?" I'm working on the Glottis butt lattice. And he was always like working on the Glottis butt lattice to like morph and squash and stretch his butt as it came out of the the door. And so, 3 cheers to Mark Hamer and his Glottis butt lattice. Amazing work, still remembered to this day.
That won't help it get signed. Ooh, I might get hurt if I try to get one down by myself. If I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, I've got Manny Calavera out here to see you.
Didn't I say no interruptions today?
Sorry, Cal. Maybe tomorrow.
That's too late.
Oh yeah, like you're going anywhere. Big Mr. Bossman doesn't want to be disturbed today.
Elevator code.
Yep.
Elevator code's the worst, man. Door code in general. There goes Dom.
So there was a door box that you would draw on the ground that would have data attached to it that would trigger the art and the.
Well, it's like the old like when you walk into a supermarket in the old days, they didn't have like a IR thing that was pointing at you. They had like a pad on the ground.
Yeah.
You would roll your cart or step on the pad on the ground, and it would automatically open the grocery store for you. And it's just like that. Like there's a little invisible box that you cross that triggers all that stuff.
And then all the fiddly bits of people step on the box, step off the box, step back on it while the doors are opening and closing, and those doors are broken for a long time.
Let's see, where am I on this? Don Copal, Domino Hurley, Junior Sales Associates. That better not be me. There she is, the number 9. One of these days, I'm gonna ride her right on out of here. It's locked.
Savvy viewers will note that this the lobby is based on a real building in San Francisco with Mexican architecture or Mayan Deco architecture. 450 Sutter, which is an actual building, which is the inspiration for the whole business. Yeah, San Francisco's kind of there's a lot of Deco-ish stuff around town, and that was a big part of making this world look the way it looked.
Good afternoon.
I love that mural because it's the 3 ways of traveling in the land of the dead, the car, and the train, and the boat. There's no air travel in the land of the dead. No land of the dead airlines.
I think the camera choices in this game were actually pretty fantastic as well. I don't know who's responsible for that. Was it storyboarded or is that you, Pete? Or?
Yeah, probably a little bit. There's a lot of stuff got worked out ahead of time, certainly, and I mean because we didn't necessarily build full 360 3D worlds. Except for like the offices and stuff.
Hey, what's going down, clown?
Hey, back off, suit. I'm practicing.
Practicing what?
Wringing your neck. What does it look like?
Twist me up one of them, huh, fella?
Yeah. Twist this, all right?
Can I walk through your tent? I want to see the parade.
Well, walk through someone else's tent, all right? Do I look like a turnstile to you?
Bet you can't do a cat.
Shows what you know, buddy. I can do anything. I can do birds, amphibians, famous poets. Go ahead. Name one.
Robert Frost.
Trying to stump me, eh? Ta-da!
This doesn't look anything like Robert Frost.
I don't know why we chose Robert Frost for the balloon shape either.
Oh, that was genius because
it would be hard to make it Robert Frost.
Yes, and also because I think the whole implication is that the clown is way beyond his pay grade, and he has disdain for all those around him, and so he makes shapes that his lowly
I never
audience
even thought
would...
about that being a testimony to the skills of the clown. I thought of it as being Manny being a smartass. Because he asked for it. He's like, oh yeah? Can you do Robert Frost? And then, of course, the clown does it.
But see, that's a Chandler thing, too, because the detective is always smarter than sort of the world that he's in. So he's teasing the clown.
So to speak.
Yeah, so to speak. Because he knows the clown knows what Robert Frost looks like.
Since I really didn't get to celebrate the festival this year, I think I'm entitled to a little pan de muertos. Hello?
Can you imagine actually pulling yourself up a little chain of ties that are as long as the, like...
Well, that's what's great about. And then I like the view
like,
down.
He's so calm about it, too. He's like, jip, 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 many stories. I mean, part of it is, I guess, he probably won't die.
He's already dead.
He's already dead.
Say, he's already dead, so it's really just...
And I was thinking, does he have the muscles to do that? Whereas, no, he doesn't have any muscles. He's just a living skeleton. How is he moving? He's magic.
His
it's
spirit
soul.
is
soul.
animating, yes.
I would love to search Don's office right now, but I'm late for the poisoning. It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom.
The computers in the game are, I think, where you can see Peter Chan's 12 Monkeys like influence, like Terry Gilliam mix of like, I don't know if you call it steampunk, but there's like a lot of analog big tube type things combined with Art Deco and old-fashioned typewriter keyboards.
Well, they had steam and punk in those days, right? But they didn't actually call it steampunk, right?
In the 90s? I think we might have had steampunk back then. Oh, yeah.
Jeez. See, I told you I was from the Mad Men era.
So glad they made a show about you guys.
I'll just change his auto response here.
If you buzz me again, I swear I'll jump out this window!
If I go out that way, everyone will know I was snooping around in here.